And welcome. Thanks for joining me today for my card creation series. This is week 2 of our August series, which is focusing on the Floral Charm Suite and this Charming Day bundle, which you get in the suite. My name is Rochelle Laird-Smith, and I'm from Stamping Flair, and I'm based in Melbourne. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'll be using Stampin' Up products in my projects, but you can use whatever products you have to create your card, and I hope I inspire you in whatever way, whether it's sketches or some techniques that you can use with whatever products you have. If you are interested in purchasing the products I use today, I have got a link to my store. You can purchase it Australia wide and it'll be shipped to you. So before I start with my card, I wanted to show you a set of projects that I have created today that went live on my blog, featuring the birthday fancy kit. This is an all-inclusive kit, and you can get this right now. It's on sale in in color sale, because it does have some of the in colors. It's part of that. So if you want to know what products are in that sale, you can check it out. Hi Christine, hi Mahasuri, thanks for joining. So our 2025 to 2027 in color sale is on, and you can hop on that link in there in the online store, and it'll take you to a bunch of stuff. You'll get ink pads, you'll get cardstock, and this is currently on sale. I'm going to check the price of it because it's quite a good little kit, and it's normally $44, and it is at the moment $37.40, and it's got strawberry, slush, and darling duckling, and that's why, because they're the current in colors, it's on sale. So I have created alternate projects with it, and you can see I kind of cut apart the card bases and added layers and things like that. But on its own, it's a stunning kit, and I made a coordinating gift tag. So if you want details about that post, go check it out on my blog. So that's just something I wanted to share with you. So today's card, I've done a fair bit of prep work, pretty much everything. So there's no die cutting, no embossing, because I've gone ahead and done everything. Just want to make it a little bit quicker today, just because I think I had a bit going on, and I just thought, okay, I'll teach you the techniques, and I think you will work out all the other fun stuff as we go along. So this is a pool party card base. So the colors, ink colors I'll be using are Pretty Peacock, Old Olive, and Blackberry Bliss. Hi Evelyn, lovely to see you. And Christine, you're watching the blog? I have watched it in the past. I haven't got into this series yet. My daughter and I were watching it, and we kind of decided we're probably not going to watch every episode. We kind of can skip and watch the reveals, maybe, because sometimes there's a lot of stuff that goes on in between, and which you're probably not that interested in. So this is the Source World embossing folder, which I've embossed this. So it's Pool Party on Pool Party. I've die cut a frame. This is a second size from the perennial pour stage with Pretty Peacock. Now you will notice that the piece I die cutting from had a bit of a line through it. I wasn't too phased with that, because I'm going to cover that with DSP, and once you cover that, you can't even notice that line. So that is why I went with it, and I thought I'll use it. Otherwise I'd have to cut a new sheet, and I was trying to avoid that, and I think it works. So the next piece I've got is a piece of basic white, and we're just going to do a little bit of blending with Old Olive. So I'm kind of picking up on the colors from this beautiful designer series paper. This paper is really the whole pack. I've shown it to you. Go back to the first one and you'll see all the pretty papers in there. Hope you guys have a nice weekend. How has it been? Let me know what you have been doing. Weekends always go a little bit faster, aren't they? So then I'm gonna piece little narrow strip of blackberry bliss, which I'm gonna just trim the edges off, and we're going to just put that over there. Now I might do a little bit more blending up the top. I realized I had put the event on Facebook and I had put it for a Saturday. I don't know why, what I was doing. I had made a mistake, so I'll go and change next week's, but I've noticed I had gone and scheduled them on Saturdays, and no wonder there may have been some confusion with the dates as well. I'm giving a bigger gap at the bottom. Now, when I did my original, this white piece was a bit smaller, thinner, I should say, or skinnier. And that is because I just used whatever I had. So for your measure, I've gone for this one with the actual measurement which I've given for the PDF, and just otherwise it gets like minute few millimeters here and there. Use your scraps for those sort of things. It's just easier. And we'll stick this down onto our pretty peacock layer. I'll just giving that slight border there. This postage, the perennial postage, I was going to say it's postage stamp edge. These are great, and especially for Christmas, I think they'll work. I love it. I haven't done my product reveal. I haven't, like I said, I haven't opened my box yet of stuff, which is terrible. Been too busy, and I think I need to open it. Tonight might be the night of my pre-order. So we've got this, and I'm going to assemble it like this. On the original, I didn't put dimensionals, but I'm thinking I'm going to lift this. Just, and you can see the difference, whichever one you like. I'm just reading your comment, Evelyn. You've been taking part in a creative retreat. Wow. What was the theme? Did you have a theme, or is it a set of products you're using? That sounds like so much fun. So is it run in French? Just I'm being curious. Or is it in English, or what do they run the event in? It's always interesting to see what people do at other retreats. Nice to have full crafting days, isn't it? Always good. Okay, so the next thing I have is one of the die cut flowers. I will show this to you in the die, so you know which one I'm talking about. It's these ones. So this is what I said with these dies. You don't have to, like, what I like is that you can use the dies even without the stamp set. So it's a really good set for something like that. You get this beautiful detailed die. I'm going to back it with a piece of berry burst. So add a little bit of glue, and so it's the, you can dot it. Just, you don't really need it onto the outside, but if that helps with your cutting, you might want to do that. But you really only need that center bit covered. So it might help just adding it to the hole and then cutting it around the flower. I will leave that to dry. I have got this is from the Beautiful Motifs. This is a leaf, the larger leaf, which I have die cut from Lemon Lime Twist. And then I've got a couple of sets of leaves. This is also from the Charming Day bundle. And these I've just die cut from white. Okay. 6 different lives, but done by 2 French demonstrators doing different purchase cards. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's fun. Well, enjoy the rest of your event. Oh, it sounds fun. So I've got a little bit of pretty peacock, and I'm going to do these leaves. Just blend them so I'm picking up on the pretty peacock in here. Just trying to tone them in a little bit so it blends in. Just working with my DSP here, so you've got it helps you, your designer series paper, for your color matching. And I think I did that on the wrong side. No, I didn't. I did do it on the right side. Because I was looking for like smaller leaves, because the flower is small. I didn't want big leaves, so I'll be cutting this apart as well. So we can go ahead and cut into this. Now just cut inwards, because you don't want that outer border really as much as you can. If it's not glued down, you can go really in and get under that flower like that. This one's a little bit stuck, but where you can, I'm just going to go under. So you just want the contrast. All right, so we just done that. I'm getting rid of that outer berry burst, and again I've picked up my colors from the DSP. This DSP is on sale too, just because it's got those colors of the in colors. Hi, Lucia. How you going? Today I'm doing a quick after. I've cheated. I've done prep early. It's been a weekend. I tell you what, weekends go fast. But like yesterday, we had to go to the doctor. Nothing serious, but we just had to go and see the doctor. But we kind of avoid because I normally do telehealth because when you go to the doctor, it it's like a day's journey. You go there and you sit there for a couple of hours. Literally, by the time I came home, did a round, went to the chemist, came back. It was like 4 hours or something like that, and then the day was gone. So Saturday went, but before that, I've got to say we had a really good class with the Stamping Lounge. I'm just cleaning my desk. We did masculine projects yesterday, and it was so much fun. It was awesome. Like we had coloring techniques, we had like heat embossing, we had like a bit of a mix, and some really fun stuff. Like we always have fun, but it was just nice to have those. Like it was just over 3 hours that class. So everyone made different projects. Really good. So we've got that. That's where my flower is going to go. Normally it put you. So this is allowed. You could change up. You could put a sentiment there. Sorry, I'm a bit off camera there. You could put a sentiment there, but I've chosen to put my focal image there. Now, what did I do with it? My little, yeah, okay. So now I'm bringing in my little label, which I've die cut from the Nested Essentials die. So it's a small rounded corner, a rectangle. And I'm going to ink up this sentiment, but I'm going to ink up the bottom of it. Can you see that? Okay. With Old Olive. So I'm going the lighter color first. I'll keep that open because I have no faith in myself now, just in case. And then you're going to go with the darker color on top, right? On the top half. You can use masking on this, but this is enough. It will work. I'll just make sure it's right. Okay. If not, I will do another one. But I only die cut one, so I must have been pretty hopeful. A bit off, so I'm going not a bit, very. So I'll stamp first, then die cut. That's probably easy, but that's the what do you call? That's the technique we get to do. So it works. It's just look what I found in my chamois, a block. So we'll do this first and then die cut. Then it's at least you can center it. Then you're not so worried about where it lands. Easier like that. For being you in Old Olive. And you can use Stampin' White markers as well for this technique. I prefer where if I can use ink, as far as possible, I will use ink because I feel the image is a bit more brighter or more deeper. That's what I was feeling when I do with And Stampin' Up markers are really good for things like this, or if you have like a larger image where you have to do lots and lots of coloring and things. It works on the cling, your red rubber stamps. Oh. So these give a bit more depth. Is that the right word? Or vibrant in color, ink pads. These are like basic techniques which sometimes we can forget about, and it's nice to do them, use them, and be reminded of them. This coming week, the Stamping Lounge will celebrate our first birthday. We can't believe that like we've gone through a whole year. It's just been so much fun, and it's like how much has happened also in that 1 year. It's pretty special. And we're still having a birthday party on the weekend, like virtual birthday party. So what I'll do is put this on here. I don't need to. I'll put the other one behind my flower. And yeah. Now, if you missed the first video, let me show you what we made in the first one. So this was our first class. That was last week. In the class, in the PDF, you'll get that, and the three other tutorials. So with card creations, you can get the PDF, so you can join worldwide with that. Or I've got the 3 options available for Australia. So you've got the kit option for $45, just the basic kit, or you've got the kit and the bundle, or the kit and the suite. Each of those other options will save you a little bit of money because they're bundled up, and so that's always good, a bit of value. But pick what is best for you when you participate in those classes. You've got to select what is working for you at the time. If you would like a catalog as well for the new mini catalog, let me know. I have got them in hand, and they'll be getting posted within the next couple of weeks. So try to have, when you have 2 sets of leaves, I'll try to have one up, and I've got 2 variations. So one above and one below. That, say here I've got my lemon lime twist is the one that's breaking up the design. The color, I'll put another dimension on that. So you have one under and one above. That helps sort of make it look a bit more natural. Now I'm going to pop this up. Now on my original card, I actually put our, I cut this, I learned this from Lucia, and I've done it a few times with the backs of our cards, not cardstock, our designer series paper, you know, the white sheets. I like layered 3 and put it on the back. For ease, I'm going to do this for now. But it's worthwhile because it gives you a more stable backing. And if you don't want as much height, it's also worth it because you still get a bit of depth without the bulk, in that sense, if you're just getting a little bit of height. But it also gives you stability on the back of the cardstock. So I mean, you can add heaps of dimensionals, but if you don't want to add all your foam sheet, the sheets, the adhesive, not adhesive sheets, they're foam. Adhesive sheets are a different product. All right, so for this, I have just got a bit of DSB. And a piece of Blackberry Bliss. Blackberry Bliss, I don't know, do you guys use it much? It's not one I use a lot, and it's funny, I use Blackberry Bliss and Pretty Peacock, which I bought. Probably colors I don't use heaps on here, and it's nice to be able to use those colors and give them some, use it, which I normally don't. Yes, I can see I have cut that. I probably slipped. I will add another piece of maybe Blackberry Bliss or something, or even, let's see, we can add a bit of Berry Burst. I don't know. Could we add something like that just to offset it? I've cut it, but there must have been another cut on the other side, so we'll fix that. These are, scrappy bits we can just use. Thinnest bit, and I didn't even check whether that would fit. It does. I could have, if I had noticed the DSP was a bit off, I could have cut it prior, but I didn't notice it till after I had done it. I'm going to cut another piece because that's getting too squishy. Okay, 1 point. That's the tiniest bit I want. Okay, that's better. Those are bits you probably won't end up using anyway, so these sort of things are good for it. So done that, and let's put some embellishments on, and we're done. I didn't even put ribbon on this card. I didn't think it needed it. I think the flowers are quite a busy pattern in that sense, so I didn't end up doing any embellishment ribbon. But you could put extra ribbon on there if you like. These are the shimmer dots, which are part of the suite, and I went like that. fairly easy project, a nice little sketch as well, which you can replicate with that. And that's what I've done there. And with my extra little berry burst up there border. Oh, you like the little tip about the leaves? Yeah, no worries, Evelyn. I'm glad you got a little tip there. It just helps me when I'm arranging as well. So sometimes I'm not a floral arranger in the sense of the real flowers, and it just helps. So this is how I did that. But this was the original card, and here is where you might see that I added the pieces of cardstock behind. So the white cardstock you get on with your designer series paper, and I layered 3, and you can see the depth is more with your dimensionals, right? The one at the back, but it gives you still some depth, so that's an option. Love the colors. Thank you, Lucia. So thank you so much for joining me. I have put the link to shop online, but I will also put a link to the supply list so you can hop on and see everything I've used if you want to shop or you want to order it if you're elsewhere in the world, um, to make it easy for you. The PDF is available to purchase, but it it will be emailed at the start of the next month, and thereafter you can download it. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.